Dear students, welcome to the videos of implementation diagrams. Implementation diagram shows the implementation phase of the system development, such as code structure and runtime implementation structure. Two types. One is component diagram, shows the structure of the code. Another one is deployment diagram, shows the structure of the running system. So these diagrams are known as a high-level diagram. Component diagram, it models the physical components in a design, such as the source code, executable program, or user interface. Component diagram is a graph of design component connected by the dependency relationship. The component is represented by a box figure, and the dependency is shown by the dashed arrow. The diagram is different from the packages, which are used to group the logic component like classes, but not necessarily the physical components. So these are the components. Access is a component, user interface is a component, this is an interface, and the dependency relationship is shown by the dashed arrow. User interface which interact with the access component with the help of this interface. Deployment diagrams. It shows the configuration of runtime processing elements and the software components, process, and the object that live with them. In most cases, component diagrams are used in conjunction with the deployment diagrams to show how physical modules of code are distributed on various hardware platforms. Both the component and deployment diagrams are combined. Deployment diagram is a graph of node connected by the communication association. The node may contain component instances. Component run at that node. So component contain objects. The dashed arrow denotes the dependency relationship. Here, this is node 1, admin server, which contain the component access. Node 2 is the John PC, which contain the component user interface. So the dependency relationship is shown in the dashed arrow. Next, we are going to discuss about the model management, packages and model organization. Package is a grouping of model elements. Package themselves may contain other packages. A package may contain both the subordinate and the ordinary model elements. An entire system can be thought of a single high-level package. All UML model elements and diagrams are organized into packages. Package is represented as a folder shown as a large rectangle with a tab attached in the upper left corner. A tab symbol attached in the upper left corner. If the content of the packages are not shown, the package not contain any content, the package name is shown in the large rectangle. The package name is shown in the large rectangle. If the content of the packages is shown, then the package name should be on the tab. For example, package may contain the content, package name should on the tab. So here, the package do not contain any contents, so only the package name means components. Okay, that is shown in the this place, this rectangle. Additional components can be used for clarification. Here, additional components can be used for clarification. So here, this name is a grade notebook. Okay, we can say that the content of the package is shown here. So here, it contains a content. So the package name is shown in the grade notebook, which contain the three classes: class, year, and students. Okay, then there is a relationship, many-to-many relationship between the two. The relationship name is a grade book. Okay, if dashed line and give a rectangle means, okay, it's a relationship class. Okay, which contain three attributes: grade, exam, and lab. So we already discussed about this in detail. Next, for example, the dependency relationship between the two packages. Customer is a package. The content is not shown. So the package name customer is shown within the large rectangle. Here, the content of the package business model is another package. Content is shown. That's why the name is in the tab space. So here we are having this business model contain two sub packages, that is client and the bank, as well as it contain a superclass and subclass relationship. Okay, contain a account, and as well as account is having a two subclasses, checking account and the saving account. Next one is the model dependency. Model dependency is a situation in which change to the target element may require changes to the source element in the dependency, thus indicating the relationship between the two or more model elements are shown in the model dependency that indicate the relationship between the two or more models. Yeah, dependency is shown as a dashed arrow from one model element to another model element. For example, here a person, we are having a person and as well as department. Okay, this dependency relationship is shown in the line. So n number of persons works for the n number of departments. So from that person, one person is a manager of one department. Okay, this subset. Okay, from the set of persons, one manager is a subset. Okay, one person is a subset, is a manager of the one department. Okay, this is known as a dependency relationship. Example, a person is a manager of people who work for an accounting department. So here is a model dependency. We are having a ATM package, ATM main, ATM applet, and ATM package, which contain the sub-packages ATM session, transaction, and physical. Okay, and the dependency relationship are shown in the dashed arrow. So, and banking is another package which contain various attributes: account information, balance, card, messages, money, receipt, and status. The dependency relationship is shown in the dashed arrow. Okay, so this is the dependency relationship. Thanks for watching the video lecture.